Season 19 hasn't just delivered powerful stories. It has planted seeds of mystery that fans can't stop watering with their theories. Every small detail feels like a clue. A pause in Amy's voice, a new visitor to the ranch, a decision Lou struggles to make suddenly. These moments explode online with predictions about what they really mean. It's the kind of season that doesn't just give answers but dares you to ask bigger questions about what's next. One of the biggest conversations is about Amy's future. Fans wonder if she'll take Heartland Ranch into a completely new direction, one that blends tradition with modern opportunities. Could she expand the ranch into something bigger than ever imagined? Or will her personal journey pull her away from the land that has defined her for so long? For viewers who've watched her grow since childhood, the thought of Amy standing at such a crossroads makes every episode feel heavier, more important. Then there's Lou. Her storyline has always been about ambition and sacrifice, but season 19 has pushed her choices into uncharted territory. Will she finally find the balance between leadership and personal happiness, or will one come at the cost of the other? Fans speculate about whether her bold moves could lead to tension, not just with her family, but with the very foundation of the ranch itself. And what about the next generation? Viewers are already buzzing about how younger characters might step into the spotlight, carrying Heartland into the future. Some predict new romances. Others imagine fresh conflicts that will test whether the ranch can truly survive another generation's dreams and struggles. These predictions aren't wild guesses. They're rooted in the breadcrumbs Season 19 has scattered with care. The most haunting question of all is renewal. Will there be a Season 20? Fans argue both sides. Some believe the momentum and fresh energy almost guarantee another chapter, while others fear the show might be setting up a graceful goodbye. Every interview with cast or crew is analyzed like a coded message. Every behind-the-scenes photo studied for hints. This uncertainty is exactly what makes the speculation so thrilling. Heartland doesn't just end with the credits anymore. It lingers, keeping fans awake at night, wondering what's around the corner. And that, perhaps, is the greatest achievement of Season 19. It has turned the future of the show into a story of its own, one that belongs as much to the audience as it does to the characters. Season 19 of Heartland isn't just another chapter, feels like a turning point, a reminder that stories can still surprise us, even after nearly 2 decades. It has pushed beloved characters into new territory, sparked fierce debates among fans, and raised questions that no one can answer just yet. And maybe that's the secret to why everyone is talking. The show has always been about more than horses and ranch. Life Fit has been about us, our families, our struggles, our heartbreaks, and our hopes for tomorrow. Think about it. Every fan has their own version of Heartland. For some, it's comfort after a long day. For others, it's a story that reflects their own battles with love, loss, or legacy. Season 19 has pulled all those feelings back to the surface, proving that after so many years, this show still knows how to reach into your life and remind you what matters most. But here's the truth. What happens next is out of our hands. Will Amy step into a future that redefines the ranch forever? Will Lou's choices unite or divide the family? Will there even be a Season 22 answer these questions? Or is this the beginning of a long goodbye? The only certainty is that fans aren't ready to let go, and that collective hope is what keeps Heartland alive. And that's where you come in. Because the story doesn't just live on screen, it lives in the conversations we have. It's the theories we share, and the passion we bring as fans. So now it's your turn. What do you think? Is Season 19 the beginning of something new, or the closing of a beloved chapter? What moment hit you hardest? And what are your predictions for the future of Heartland? Drop your thoughts below, join the discussion, and let's keep this story alive together. Because no matter what the future holds, one thing is certain: Heartland still knows how to capture our hearts. And as long as we're talking about it, the ride isn't over yet. 19 seasons. Nearly 2 decades. Still, Heartland continues to stir emotions, fuel debates, and remind us of the power of storytelling that feels timeless. Season 19 hasn't just given us new plot lines, it has given us something rarer. It has given us a reason to talk, to feel, and to connect. And maybe that's the real magic of Heartland. It doesn't just play on a screen, it plays inside us, reminding us of our own families, our own struggles, and our own dreams of resilience. As we stand at this turning point, there's an unspoken question hanging in the air. Is this the setup for an even bigger future, or the gentle beginning of goodbye? Nobody knows for sure, and maybe that's why fans can't stop talking. Uncertainty keeps us engaged. The hope keeps us watching. The love keeps us coming back. But here's the most important part. This story belongs to you too. Heartland lives because fans keep it alive. So I'll leave you with this. What does Heartland mean to you? Is Season 19 your favorite yet? Or do you miss the simplicity of the early days? Most of all, what do you want to see if Season 20 becomes a reality? Share your thoughts in the comments, because your voice matters. The discussion is part of the journey. And no matter where the story goes next, one thing is certain. Heartland still has our hearts, and it isn't letting go. Anytime soon? Heartland is one of those rare shows that feels like home. For nearly 2 decades, it has given fans comfort, joy, and unforgettable family stories. And now, Season 19 has arrived, and people everywhere are talking. But why? What makes this season stand out? Before we dive into the new twists and surprises, let's take a step back and remember why Heartland has always had such a strong grip on our hearts. Heartland isn't just another TV drama. It's the longest-running scripted drama in Canadian television history. And that alone tells you how deeply it connects with people. From its very first season, it introduced us to the Fleming Bartlett family and the iconic ranch that became more than just a backdrop. The ranch itself feels like a character, carrying with it years of tradition, struggles, and triumphs. The series has always been about more than horses. It's about healing, both for the animals and for the people who take care of them. At the center of it all is Amy Fleming. His natural gift for understanding horses has shaped not only her life, but the lives of everyone around her. Through Amy's journey, fans have watched her grow from a young girl learning to take responsibility after tragedy, to a strong, independent woman who carries the spirit of her late mother while forging her own path. Alongside Amy, we've seen her grandfather Jack, the wise and steady anchor of the family, always guiding with experience and a quiet but powerful presence. Jack's tough love and wisdom have often been the glue that keeps the ranch and the family together, even in the most difficult times. The series also brought us Lou, Amy's ambitious and determined sister, who has her own battles balancing career, motherhood, and relationships. Her storylines have always brought a modern, relatable perspective to the show, showing the tension between chasing big dreams and staying true to family roots. Over the years, Lou has gone through ups and downs that mirror the real-life struggles many viewers face, and that's part of why fans connect so strongly with her. Heartland has never shied away from emotional storytelling. It's about grief, healing, love, and second chances. Whether it was Ty's journey from a troubled teen to a loving husband and father, or the way supporting characters like Mallory, Georgie, and Tim brought new layers to the family dynamic. Every season has given audiences a reason to keep coming back. Each character feels like someone you might know in real life, flawed, complicated, but deeply human. This balance of heartfelt family drama, breathtaking landscapes, and meaningful life lessons is what made Heartland more than just a TV show. It became a tradition, something families could watch together and talk about afterward. And as it has grown over 18 seasons, fans have developed a powerful bond with the story, making Season 19 one of the most anticipated chapters yet. Something feels different this time. Season 19 of Heartland doesn't just continue the story, it reshapes it. For longtime fans, there's a sense that the show is stepping into a new chapter. It's almost like a fresh beginning while still honoring its roots. The characters we've grown up with are no longer standing still. They're making choices that push them into uncharted territory, and those choices are exactly what has fans buzzing online. Take Amy, for example. For years, she has carried the weight of her family, the ranch, and the emotional scars of her past. But in Season 19, we see her stepping out of the familiar and facing challenges that test her independence in ways we haven't seen before. She's not just the gifted horse whisperer anymore. she's becoming a leader who must decide what kind of future she wants for herself and her daughter. This shift gives her character a raw, refreshing energy that reminds fans that growth never really stops, no matter how many seasons pass. Then there's Lou, who has always wrestled with balancing her professional ambitions and personal life. This season, her storyline feels more urgent, more complicated. The choices she makes don't just affect her career, they ripple through the family and spark debate among fans who see their own struggles reflected in her. It's this real-world relatability that has the fandom divided, with some cheering for her boldness and others worried about the risks she's taking. But perhaps the biggest reason Season 19 feels different is how it approaches change. Heartland has always been a show about tradition, about holding on to what matters most. Yet in this season, we see the ranch itself facing challenges that make everyone question how to adapt without losing the soul of Heartland, whether it's new opportunities, unexpected conflicts, or the introduction of fresh faces. Every episode seems to ask the same haunting question: how do you move forward without leaving the past behind? That question is exactly what's stirring conversations online. Fans aren't just watching the show, they're debating it, theorizing about where it's headed, and admitting that they're feeling more emotionally invested than ever. Season 19 isn't safe, it isn't predictable, it's bold. And that's why it has people talking non-stop. If you spend even a few minutes scrolling through social media, you'll see it right away. Season 19 has turned the Heartland fandom into a storm of emotions. There are threads of excitement, long posts filled with theories, and comments overflowing with love for the characters. But there's also something else, a sharp divide. Some fans are celebrating the bold new direction, while others are holding tightly to the comfort of the past. One group of viewers says Season 19 feels like a rebirth. It's a chance for Heartland to evolve after nearly 2 decades. They talk about how refreshing it is to see Amy stepping into new challenges, or how Lou's complicated decisions mirror the struggles of modern families. For these fans, the show's willingness to take risks proves that Heartland isn't just coasting on nostalgia. It's still willing to surprise. But not everyone agrees. On forums and fan pages, you'll find passionate debates where longtime viewers admit they miss the simplicity of earlier seasons. They talk about how the show used to feel softer, slower, more about quiet moments on the ranch than the heavy choices that dominate Season 19. For them, change feels unsettling, like losing a piece of what made Heartland comforting in the first place. And then there are the theories. Every new episode sparks predictions about relationships, about the future of the ranch, about whether certain characters will stay or leave. Fans analyze every scene, freeze-frame conversations, and share their guesses in comment sections that run for hundreds of replies. It's not just watching a show anymore. It's being part of an ongoing conversation, where everyone feels like their opinion might matter in shaping what comes next. What's most striking is how emotional these reactions are. Some fans admit to crying after certain episodes, saying, "The show touched something deeply personal." Others laugh about how their families argue over plot lines at the dinner table. Season 19 has reignited that sense of community, a fandom that doesn't just watch Heartland, but lives it, breathes it, and takes it personally. And that's the magic here. The show isn't just unfolding on screen, it's unfolding in the hearts and minds of millions of fans. Can't seem to stop talking about it. What makes Heartland so powerful isn't just the plot twists. It's the way the themes quietly slip into your life and stay with you long after the episode ends. Season 19 takes this to another level by focusing on questions that almost everyone can relate to. How do you honor the past while embracing the future? How do you hold a family together when everyone is growing in different directions? And how do you find love or purpose after loss? The theme of family legacy has always been central, but in Season 19 it feels sharper, almost urgent. The ranch has become more than land and fences. It's a symbol of tradition, responsibility, and sacrifice. Fans watching at home see themselves in these struggles. Maybe it's the family business they're expected to keep alive, or the generational values they're trying to pass down. Every decision Amy, Lou, and Jack make about Heartland Ranch sparks conversations about what it means to protect something you love without holding it hostage to the past. Another theme that resonates deeply is change. Change is scary, and season 19 doesn't pretend otherwise. Characters are forced to confront shifts in relationships, careers, and dreams that don't go as planned. This hits viewers hard because it mirrors real life. Fans write online about how they see their own divorces, career setbacks, or second chances reflected in the show. It's not just entertainment, it's therapy in disguise, reminding people that growth often comes with pain, but that doesn't mean it's the end, and then there's love and healing. From the very beginning, Heartland has been about mending horses, mending families, mending broken hearts. Season 19 doesn't shy away from that, but it deepens it. The way characters love each other is less about fairy tale romance and more about endurance, compromise, and rebuilding after loss. That honesty is what makes the show stand apart from typical dramas. Fans don't just watch relationships, they see echoes of their own. What ties all of these themes together is the idea of resilience. Life keeps moving, whether you're ready or not. And Heartland shows us that it's possible to bend without breaking. That's why Season 19 resonates so strongly. It's not just telling a story on screen, it's holding up a mirror, reminding us that even when the world changes, even when the future feels uncertain, we can still find strength, love, and belonging.